If it's not working, don't forget you can pause this video at any time and just make sure that you've caught up. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to make our game more interesting, all right? So at the moment, what's great is that, cool, we have a ghost, and when we click on it, it's going to make a noise and it's going to hide, all right? But what I want to do is I want to actually keep a score of that. So I'm going to go to variables here, and I'm going to make a new variable called score, all right? It is going to be for all of my sprites. And see up here, you can see that my current score is 0. Now, how are you going to make it so that when the sprite is clicked, I am going to increase my score by 1? Pause the video, see if you can figure that out before we move ahead. All right, so what we want to do is when the sprite is clicked, we're going to play a sound, hide the sprite. We're going to go down to variables, and we are going to change my variable called score by 1. All right, so if I click on this, it should again play the sound, hide, and then change the score, which is showing up here. And if you don't want your score to show, just come over here and unclick that and it will disappear, all right? But you want to make sure that this is working. So here we go. No! All right, cool. So that is working. So what I'm doing here is I'm just error testing, all right? We could do this and have the whole thing working and try and click it, and then you can see that it's working, all right? But the way when you are creating a project is just to make sure that you are checking that the code that you are currently working on works. Now, I noticed something when I pressed play up here, that my score starts at 4. So what are we going to do to make sure that when we start the game, that score is going to always start at 0? Pause the video, see if you can figure that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, hopefully you've done it, that on start, we're going to go to the variable and we're going to make sure that my score variable is set to 0. All right, so let's test our game now. So on start, the score is set to 0. When our sprite is clicked, it plays a sound, it hides, and it adds 1 to my score. No!